Computer gaming wasn't always as standardized as it is today. Often you would purchase a game and not have any clue what to bind your keys to, until one day, a random Quake player decided on the 4 primary movement keys. First, there's W to propel oneself forward. Then, there was A to strafe to the left. There was S to evade backwards. And D to move to the right. This has been the primary layout for many years, but like anything with time, come outdated and old. So how do I propose we fix this? How do I propose we make a new layout? Simple. We don't. My solution's a little bit better. Instead of taking the four keys right here and getting rid of them, what if we just slide them over? Now I know what you're thinking. Bro's actually rage baiting. He's just making this up. No. I use TFGH, and it's better. Why is that, you might be asking? Well, simple stuff. Let me take this. Okay, let me not get rid of that. Let me take this hand. Now, we place it on WASD, and do you notice something? Do you notice something? The pinky finger is not, it's not only not on a key, it could be used for other keys. Now, I know what you're saying. Why would I subject my pinky to this torture? Well, I think your hand is like closer to, okay, maybe not that size, but give me just a, either way, your hand is like really big and you could probably reach more keys with your ring finger. I know I can get my whole ring finger off the keyboard, but if you slide it over, you can, like, it's very difficult now to get your pinky off the keyboard, and it has many more keys that it can access because most of the keys next to it are small keys rather than, oh yeah, let's have the 3 biggest keys as the ones that my pinky can reach, and then use my ring finger for half of them. Stupid, pointless. You slide it over, your new primary keys, gosh, dang it, no, TFGH, and then like what, for inventory in Minecraft, for example, I use A, then, you know, instead of having control as your sprinting key, you can do S. Then if you want to crouch, you can shift that over to X. And then what, for like item swapping in Minecraft, I like to have I. And then I know it doesn't look like it right here, but it's still pretty easy to hit the space bar. You're just hitting the side of the space bar a little bit more than you would be the center. Plus, you can reach like Alt with your thumb. So if you wanted right Alt to be for something new, or like okay, you cannot reach right shift. That's cap. I don't use right shift anyways. Mild fib. L and O are accessible. Okay, if you stretch, L and O are accessible. But other than that, what, flashlights in a lot of video games are kind of important. We're gonna do it like a gray for J, and then you can have melee and flashlight bound at the same time. I don't know if that's a selling point for people. It's a selling point for me. I can have it bound at the same time. You can reach the map without yanking half your finger across the keyboard. I don't know how many of you okay, I guess you can kind of do it with your thumb, but why not do it with your finger, with your index finger? Either way, you don't have to sprawl your finger around half the keyboard, because your keyboard can spread from the center of the keyboard to half the keyboard. And you can reload and interact at the same time. Crazy stuff. Or instead of having your num keys be this, you can undo all that, and you can do what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and for Minecraft, I go ahead and do that, and that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. That's the one I was missing. So now your number keys can actually be accessed everywhere, and then this is all the, okay, and then I guess you have the dropping key. You have to drop stuff. But then all of this right here is free real estate. Okay, the interact key for Minecraft. But you can assign that to E if you want. But the point is, look at all those keys you freed up and still technically can access just as well as any other key for the most part. I guess I and K and M are like the big cutoff, but other than that, this is a significantly more keys than you can reach on standard WASD, and you cannot convince me otherwise. You can reach all the keys back here still. Control might be a struggle, but you can still reach Win, Alt. Okay, this right here is really easy. And then you're more capable of reaching all of the F1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the F keys, all of them. They're right there. Plus, because these keys have like a little indicator on them, let me just do the little line. Instead of using like this key to try and find, and then using your index finger to try and find it, and then like sliding it over and then doing WSD, you just slap your ring finger on it, and you're on your keys already. I don't know if I've sold you on this yet, but this is it. You know, this is the layout. This is the layout. This is the future, guys. This is the future. You can reach more keys. I don't know how else I need to sell this to you. TFGH is better. Don't forget to comment your favorite key layout, if there is one that you prefer over WASD. If you're WASD, if you still use WASD, I pray for your fingers. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and goodbye.